Alright, I thought I'd take you on a little walk across the Westwood. I'm just heading to check out the Iron Age Celtic square barrows, a little famous favourite spot of mine. Famous favourite. They're just beyond that little stand of trees over there, through this little valley. Just over there, there's in that copse there. That's where a couple of weeks ago I explored a Romana British enclosure, which was a series of boring ditches running through the trees and a few little earth ramparts. Probably no one watched it, but yeah, that's cool. It's such a beautiful day. Look at the buttercups. I've never been sure whether I like butter or not. Maybe I should find out. Oh man, it's beautiful. Look at that. Dazzlingly intense yellow. Little kid playing golf there. Wondering what the fuck this old twat's doing. Talking to himself. I don't know why, but walking through a little field of flowers like this, I always feel like I'm Super Mario on there. It reminds me of the first time I ever played Mario 64 in the castle grounds in '96. I spent about 600 quid on an imported Japanese one before they came out here. It just like nothing I've ever played on before. Just running across the field, the flowers and the butterflies and everything. It was like really ultra vivid. It was a beautiful summer's day when I first played it as well, so it was like virtually real. But you can't beat the real thing, as Coke said. Look at that. Yeah, so I'm heading into the trees. Trying to find these Iron Age square barrows. It's a very special landscape. It's been undisturbed for thousands of years. It's been preserved. It's an ancient landscape. Been preserved by Edward I, the Hammer of the Scots, who was featured in the old Braveheart movie. He granted it to the people as common land in the early 1300s, and it's stayed that way since, although we have to battle for it. How cool is this? Yeah, so because of that reason, it's held all its prehistoric mysteries, aside from a few twatty antiquarians digging them up in the 18th and 19th centuries. It's pretty much intact, and you can feel it just walking around, even if you don't know what you're looking at. Just look at that beautiful old tree sticking out of that hill, growing at an impossibly acute angle. You can almost imagine a Totoro sleeping under there. And we emerge from the darkness of the trees into the bright common. You can see the fairy tale black tower over there. Gum Transmission's Genesis Peerage in 1971, I think, did a legendary performance art piece there. Here we are, we're We're approaching the Iron Age Square Barrow Cemetery, which is, like I say, it's been preserved by a miracle of Edward I, creating common land. There's not much to see, but it's a really special place. There's hardly anything like this survived. Literally nothing in this area. You can see this big pit here. This is one of them, but it was excavated in. This is the only one that was excavated. I think it was 1875 by some antiquarian dude. He found a Celtic warrior with a chariot, which is, they've fucking taken it down to London. As you can see it in the British Museum. It really pisses me off that I'll probably never get to see it. There's another one just over there. Another one over there. There's only 4 in total that survived. Yeah, they found some gold Celtic bracelets as well near my house around the same time in the late 1800s, and they were taken down to the British Museum too. I always really wanted to see them. It's like these amazing objects that tell some kind of a story of some mysterious prehistoric Celtic activity that was going on near my house. This is the most impressive square barrow. You can see it on the camera. It's like a big flat square oblong thing. Just really not a very raised profile, but if you're here you can really see it. It's I'm standing on it now. This has never been excavated, so whoever was buried here is still here. It's a very important Celtic chieftain or warrior. This was the time when it would have been someone important, because before that, in the Neolithic period, and before that, Mesolithic, Paleolithic, everyone was just buried together. There was no evidence for any tribal leaders. There was just a tribe who got along with shamans and passed the knowledge down, buried themselves together. Then something changed in the Bronze Age. Territories started to form and powerful leaders appeared, and we got barrows like this for important people who were buried with many riches and grave goods of all sorts. Chariots and swords and cauldrons. So that was the beginning of warfare and materialism, capitalism. Then we started striking coins, and then that was it. We were fucked, and we've been fucked since. But it's a cool place. This is a square barrow, and they were only really made here in this area, and I've always thought that was really cool, because this area was boring now, and it was boring then. It was just really flat, boring landscape. There's no dramatic hills or valleys or anything. It's just a big floodplain of the Humber. But for some reason that inspired the people to live in a different way and have different burial practices from the rest of Europe, just in this one place. And I found that interesting because of the way I've been doing my art, and the focusing on the ordinariness of the state where I live, and how that can create something special out of the ether, out of the ground. Because it's more of a blank canvas. You've got less to live up to. You've just got yourself and your own inspiration. But yeah, these guys maybe felt the same thing. That it was a special place. remarkable for its ordinariness. I wish I could ask the guy down underneath there, but yeah, we never know. Unless I do some kind of bizarre seance ritual one night here, maybe I will. Actually, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It's beautiful though. You can see Beverley Minster just over there on the horizon. It has those big towers, but there's one of them that has there's just the foundations laid, and you can just see a big flat square on the roof where they were going to build a final 4th tower, but they couldn't afford it. They ran out of cash, the monks, and it's just, it'll really annoy you once you notice it because it just looks unfinished. Yeah, I might go back now and have my lunch. Back to base camp. Such a fucking beautiful place though. Such a fucking beautiful day. Fucking beautiful world. Sometimes you just feel so lucky. Just to be alive, to be able to experience the mysteries of life and ponder. I'll be like that guy soon underneath those little buttercups. I like the way that the buttercups are just growing in a little square around his grave. That's nice. I wonder who he was. His world would have been just so unbelievably different. There'd have been no science. There'd have just been magic and druids and warfare and constant battle for resources and food just to stay alive. No welfare state. But there would have been taxes though. The power structure had to be funded. There's a few other barrows just over there as well, but they're even older. They're Bronze Age, probably 1,000 years older than this one. This one's probably around 200 BC, before even Julius Caesar came to the island. Definitely before Claude. Different world. But it was just the same world really, wasn't it? It was only it's perception. Just this illusory mindscape we've built around our lives. Back to base camp anyway. Time to eat. Oh my god, these steps are proper rickety. It's real, totally fairy tale. The New World Order might have got to him.
Yeah, maybe he can take him out.
Because he's into all that stuff. He's into all that. New World Order gubbins. Wait a minute. Houston, we have a problem. Come on, fucker. I love picnicking in the British countryside.
It's nice how the colour comes out straight away.
So that's magic, you see. That's proper magic. Look like a Alistair Crowley thelma.
Have you got any figueroles?
See, it boils quicker because of the heat.
Thank you.
Ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
fit them out.
Nice organic fag. An organic clipper tea. I'm just researching something. I'm all about the bass, no trouble, I'm all about the bass, no trouble, I'm all about the travel. I'm all about the pace, no trouble. I'm all about
stop bloody whinging. I'm whinging all afternoon. Could you pass your hoodie, dude? I'm going to get on.